speaking of explode, you know what I mean? We got, you know, it's some crazy shit, you know what I mean, going on in the hip hop community as far as, you know what I mean, them album sales and, you know what I mean, things like that, right? We you know, speaking of explode, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They say that Gunna, you know what I mean, surpassed Lil Durk, you know what I'm talking about me when it come down to them album sales, you know what I'm saying? That's
Shit,
just
I
that's
would I would doubt it.
hey, that's what it's saying. If I'm not mistaken, I think 150,000 units sold from Gunna, and I think it was like 112 or somewhere in there for Dirk. You know what I mean? So
I would doubt it, man. It's Gunna, man. What you expect? Gonna wanna, baby.
hey
Gonna
man,
wanna.
I was expecting for him to get blackballed. I just got to keep it real.
Man, you can't blackball Gunna. You can't blackball Gunna, man. Like Gunna, besides what's going on with the snitching allegations, that nigga music was always jamming. So
Right.
regardless of how you feel about his situation or what you think he did wrong or did right, you gonna listen to that nigga music because that nigga jam regardless. Like with Dirk, I I listen to Dirk, but I don't like you ain't gonna find a bunch of songs in my catalog of Dirk. I even tried the album, but I'm a Cole fan. I feel like that song he did with Cole, it's gonna take off regardless just because of Cole. But
Right.
uh
I could agree to
the
that.
the song Dirk, I just his style, he'll be like then he'll just scream out of nowhere, child support got me this. I'm like, hey bro, what's going
Yeah,
on? I
yeah.
you know, it's like what you doing? But
For
I
real
know.
though.
I let me turn my phone. Let me turn the music down. So I didn't know you was just mellow rapping and you just started screaming in one bar. I wasn't
Yeah.
prepared for that. So nigga that made me spill my soda when I was driving and shit.
No, real
But
shit.
but nah, but nah. Back to the point. Gunna, bro. I mean, niggas gonna listen to Gunna because Gunna smack, bro. And then even niggas that don't listen to Gunna now that he done dropped that album, they gonna peep that shit because they wanna hear what that nigga got to say. I had
Right.
read I've seen a post like they was like 40. They got like a hip hop post. They got like 43% of the songs, of 43% of the album. That nigga talked about the real shit. He talked about niggas thinking that he snitched and all this other shit. And so like he didn't really speak too much about like he do on his previous albums about getting head and bitches and shit. He was really on that shit this time. So
Right.
I seen niggas talking about they making posts talking about that rap be jamming and shit. But I mean, hey, he got a song. If you don't fuck with Gunna, bro, but you gotta listen to that bread and butter. Cause on that bread and butter song, that was the first song he released before the album. That nigga went in on there. And he threw them shots at Durk where he told that boy, you calling me a rat, but you still hanging with the same niggas that killed your partner. So that's tough right there. Like
That is.
that's tough. So I don't know how you operating day by day, and you still ain't roll for Vaughn, but you hanging with the niggas that did that shit. Like bro, you weird for that.
Right.
But
I
yeah, what's
I
your
gotta
take on that shit?
man, you know what? I gotta keep it real. I like Dirk, you know, because Dirk he does make good music in my opinion, right? You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be some shit that is gonna go on radio. It's gonna keep getting replayed. You know, it's just gonna be something that, you know, that people are just gonna want to keep listening to. So I gotta keep it real. You know, I like his music and I like Gunna's music as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I just gotta keep it real, you know, I don't know, man. When it come down to the snitching allegations, I'll just say that he didn't, in my opinion, just from what I saw, he didn't necessarily just name niggas. You know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
was in, you know, that did some shit. He didn't name drop niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is my definition of snitching is whenever you name drop niggas and then you get niggas jammed up. Now, Whenever they ask, bro, if YSL was a gang and stuff like that, a lot of times, let me just say this. In my opinion, I think he was just agreeing that, you know, that's what y'all call it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or,
Yeah,
you know, but I just I don't know, man. It's just kind of hard to really just put that as snitching, in my opinion. Now, to them extra, you know what I mean, hardcore street niggas that just, you know what I mean, are real big advocates for, motherfuckers that snitch and, you just totally against it. I get where you coming from. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because, my definition of snitching could be much different than your definition of snitching. And then another nigga's definition of snitching could be completely different than, another nigga. So because and the reason why I say that is because um it was one individual that was like, with like the TI situation as far
yeah,
as snitching went. They was like he was like, man, that nigga Boosie, and I forgot the rapper's name, but he out there in that Cali. A lot of y'all will
yeah,
know who I'm talking about. But he was just like, the only thing I don't like about Boosie is, I just feel like he just super hard because at the end of the day, if I died and my nigga was facing murder and all he had to do was just put it on me, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I'm not losing any sleep behind that. Like, and I want my nigga to prevail. Like, I don't want him to be sitting in jail. Like, ain't nothing finna happen to me because he said
yeah,
that. And honestly, I had to sit back. Like, you know what? That that makes sense. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because a lot of niggas is mad at OG Giggity. You know what I'm saying? Baby's, what I mean, brother, for Terrence. I think it's Terrence.
yeah,
Yeah, they, they
yeah.
they upset at that nigga for getting out because he ended up snitching on dead people. But it's like, I don't know, man. Them dead people probably don't give a good goddamn. You know what I'm saying about bro getting out. So, but that's another topic. You know what I'm saying, for another day. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. So I don't really look at Gunna's situation as just full blown snitching. I just think that he did, you know. I think I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings on that. But as far as the work, you know what I mean, the music, right? Uh,
Yeah,
that nigga killed it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I had to take some time out, man, to listen. I was just kind of like, each and every last one of these songs is a banger. Like, I just gotta keep, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep it real. Like, you
No
just gotta keep it real.
features.
No features. That's
No features. That's how I knew that nigga was like. That's how I knew that nigga was serious about this whole. Cause he ain't put no features. Like Durk,
yeah,
Durk got a feature on damn near every song.
yeah. And the crazy thing is that Gunna outsold Dirk, and he didn't have any features.
No
You know what I'm saying?
features.
That's crazy right there. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Now, a lot of people are saying that they still have mixed feelings on it because they don't know if Young Thug is in agreement with everything, and they think because Young Thug ended up making that post saying business is business, that that particular post could be related to Gunna,
Yeah.
dropping and releasing his album. But who's to say what he was
I
talking about
mean,
on that? But
I do know he posted something just the same day. Gonna posted his album. Then like
yeah,
5 days, he got a timer on there, so something about to happen. I don't
yeah,
know if he
yeah,
releasing new music or if he. I mean, getting out. I mean, to be honest, the nigga should be out because they just. I mean, the ramifications they got. They don't got enough for the case, so they just holding that boy in there for no to so they can build a case, which is crazy. But
right.
that's how the judicial system work when they trying to be phony. But as far as the Gunner
Facts.
situation, it's different optics, bro. Like niggas that really do the street life, they gonna have their feelings and be like, oh yeah, this nigga really told. He went and told them niggas
Yeah,
that it's
don't
a
play that shit
gang.
around me.
Yeah, it's a gang. Nigga, you told the feds it's a gang?
Yeah,
Motherfucker, we already knew it was a gang.
yeah.
He didn't tell them shit they didn't know already. Is YSL a gang? Yeah, it's a gang, nigga. What do you y'all already know that, bro? Come on, man. Yeah, acting
Yeah,
like he went in there and told names. Was like so and so did this, so and so did that, so and so did this. Oh yeah, they did that too. Like,
right.
come on, bro. It's niggas that it's niggas in their YSL camp that's really in there giving up names that's already been out of jail. And the
Real
only
shit.
reason they talking on Gunna is because Gunna got the biggest name. Like Thug brother, Funk, that nigga got out, and then he just got roped up again because he did some he fucked his shit up
Yeah, I
when he
saw
was
that.
out.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
got to go in there and do that whole fucking bid. But what I'm saying is they just gonna pick and choose who they want to fuck, who call a snitch and shit. So
Right,
like they
right.
gonna get on Gunner because he the name, the biggest name besides Thug that got out. And I really
Real
do
shit.
think Thug know, cause they said in these songs that Gunner was pleading to Young Thug, basically telling him like, bro, I ain't snitch, I ain't do that. Like, you
Right.
know what's up? I would never snake my brother like that.
Real shit.
So, I mean, I feel like Thug know what's really real, and he really fuck with Gunner. He know at the end of the day if Gunna really told some shit. And I think
Right, right.
whenever he do speak on the situation, if he do or he get out, he
Hmm.
gonna let them niggas know like that nigga didn't snitch. He just did what you was supposed to do. Like niggas,
Right.
all niggas gonna be in jail doing the same charge for the same shit.
Real shit. Real
But
shit.
I mean, I understand the street niggas part of it if you live in that life. I mean,
Yeah,
far as me,
exactly.
far as me, I didn't have niggas snitch on me for fucking $20 and shit. So at that point, I'm like,
Oh wow.
yeah, what we doing? So you
Yeah.
know, snitched on me for $20 or some bullshit, like some little ass shit. So ain't no telling what a niggas to do that don't want to go to jail or
Real shit.
whatever. So you know what I'm saying? I just
Real
feel like
shit.
it's a lot of optics to that shit. Like I said, you can't just be pointing a finger at one motherfucker.
I agree. And you know what I'm saying? Before we even switch topics, we're gonna end it with this. So because if I'm not mistaken, Gunna even outsold NBA Youngboy's album as well. You
That
know what I mean? So,
motherfucker, young boy, just need did that. His music oversaturated, bro. Like he drops shit an album every week. I don't want to hear all that, bro. Like I fuck with that boy song, but come on, man, you oversaturating us. You drop an album like every 2 weeks.
yeah, I do think that bro need to kind of let us breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Give
And
us
things like
time to
that.
listen to the one you just dropped, dog.
Real shit. Yeah, real shit. That nigga dropping some shit pretty much every day, damn near. You know what I mean? You ain't lying. You ain't lying on that. So I just got to give it to y'all raw, man. You know what I'm saying? Pause. The nigga Gunna. You know what I'm saying? He won it. You know what I mean? Like he came through, and he outsold Durk. Came through, outsold. You know what I mean? NBA Youngboy. They say Lil Baby got an album that's gonna be coming pretty soon. It's a possibility that this Gunna album might sit up there, you know what I mean, and outsell the Lil Baby's album. But I ain't gonna speak too soon, but I don't know. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
too soon,
I don't want to speak
baby.
too soon because I fuck with Lil Baby now. You know what I mean? I fuck with Lil Baby, so I don't know how this gonna go. You know what I mean? I really don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But moving
Not
on.
too soon. We got
Real
we
shit.
got to speak about that. We got to speak about the real NBA young boy.